D.Y.Patil स्कूल लॉ नेरूळ नवी मुंबई येथे आयोजित केलेल्या लैंगिक छळ प्रतिबंधक कामाच्या ठिकाणी पोष नुकत्याच झालेल्या प्रशिक्षण कार्यक्रमात प्रोफेसर दीपाली खवले, प्रोफेसर केविन आणि डॉक्टर मालविया यांनी आपले व्याख्यान दिले.
And people like us who go out for earning their bread, right? For us, it is again a workplace. So be it any corporate sector, government sector, court, police station, any organization for that matter, जहाँ पर हर रोज़ के काम काज की जगह है, लोग आते हैं 8 घंटे काम करते हैं और घर चले जाते हैं, और वो 8 घंटे हम एक्सपेक्ट करते हैं it should be a dignified 8 hours of our life, correct? When I say dignified 8 hours means what I'm working I should be paid for that, correct? That is what we go with the intention. But क्या ये सच में ऐसा होता है? That is our question. क्योंकि ये ऐसा नहीं हो रहा था, which is why we have enactments or the rules and regulation called as POSH, that is prohibition, prevention from sexual harassment at workplace. ये सिर्फ sexual harassment की बात नहीं है. जब भी हम sexual harassment की बात करते हैं तो it just does not come like earlier well described by Dr. Karuna ki it does not only restrict to physical touch. It amounts to various things which can be covered under sexual harassment. It could be any colorable remarks, it could be any gestures, something which is unwelcome by the female or a female employee or a female colleague, correct? So such harassment or such kind of unwelcoming gestures which might amount to a mental agony, which might amount to disturbance internally, emotionally, correct? So which is why it is therefore termed as harassment. Harassment ये शब्द का बहुत बड़ा डेफिनेशन निकल के आ सकता है या अर्थ निकल के आ सकता है. अब मैं उसके अंदर नहीं जाना चाहती हूँ. I do not want to go into much depth because we really had 3 important and eminent speaker for the day which who gave a thorough understanding about what exactly
the bar who shall be a woman, because naturally there needs to be sympathy and empathy. Very important is empathy, because when a woman faces this, it's not much of a physical trauma, how much of a mental trauma and agony she has to undergo. भाई मेरे साथ ये हुआ. For her to accept that also, मैंने क्या गलत किया कि उसने मेरे साथ ये किया, मैंने क्या ऐसे बर्ताव किया कि उसने मेरे साथ ये किया. For that to accept itself, so that's why you require a woman to be here. A woman who would be an advocate on record also required. Last, a woman being member of Supreme Court Clerks Association and 1 or 2 members outside. Now, why do we require members from outside and specially nominated by the Chief Justice? Is because we need principles of natural justice to be followed. So the first principle would be Audi alterum partem, hear the other side. That means an opportunity should be given to the aggrieved woman to say what has gone wrong, rather than just the employer and rather than only the concerned accused, because they have a lot to say, which she subdued here. So if she can't talk, then you require somebody else to be with her. And that's when you require these persons to take care of her. The second principle, non-biasism. So when we are talking about non-biasism, it should be free from personal, professional And third, pecuniary. Personal, because I know the employer, yeah. Big name, big daddy. Who doesn't know? Personal biasism can always be involved.
D.Y.Patil Interview University School of Law. I welcome you all, and now I'm moving ahead with my session on gender sensitization and sexual harassment at workplace, of women at workplace. So just to give a background, I want to relate gender sensitization with sexual harassment at workplace. How and why? Gender plays very crucial role. We understand, we segregate gender on the basis of sex available or a chosen or given to the individual personalities like male, female, and recently recognized as transgenders. When I'm talking about gender sensitization, we'll have to understand the discrimination which is taking place on the basis of gender in our country. Gender discrimination is a problem, and we are trying to curate it in different ways. Our Constitution of India has given under Article 14, 15, 16, even under Article 19 and under Article 21, how the equality, how non-discriminatory actions, and how right to life is related and should be applied to each and every gender. When I'm talking about sensitization, I have to take ahead the stereotypes which we are carrying in the society. For example, when I'm saying gender, when I'm saying a boy,